Friends, a bit of my inner pain. I started the channel to improve my English, but if you only knew how hard it's for me. So hard that I even have to drink alcohol, although of course it's just juice. I use a teleprompter and actually don't speak English that fluently, and my brain explodes every time. Now, let's move on to the video. Hi everyone, my name is Nika and I'm a model. I probably wouldn't have made this video if I hadn't received so many questions about skincare, health and nutrition. I don't consider myself an expert in any of these areas. However, I'm more than happy to share what I believe helps me look my best and stay competitive in this industry. Please watch this video to the end, it will definitely be useful for you. First, I'd like to talk a bit about my health and genetics. I'm one of those people who is genetically predisposed to have problematic skin. Since of age of 13, I've been best friend with foundation and continue to use it to this day, although maybe a bit less in recent years. My acne was never severe, but clogged enlarged pores and closet comedones plagued me until I was 26. I'm 29 now. My face reacts to everything with breakouts, changes in climate, for instance. Interestingly, my skin prefers the cold, in react to sugary and flour-based food and alcohol. In a very dry climate, my skin dries out, while a humid one, it becomes oily. If I'm a flight longer than 2 hours, I likely step off the plane with pimples. Like this video and you will never have pimples again. Now my acne has gone into persistent remission, and I believe it's thanks to Korean skincare products and limited my intake of flour-based foods, sweets and alcohol. What I absolutely love carbohydrates, and if it weren't for the breakouts, I would have pancakes and Nutella for breakfast, lunch and dinner. A year ago, I moved to Asia from Moscow, and there I consistently visit a dermatologist once a month. I had mechanical facials, blood peels, and occasionally biorevitalization treatments. I saw great results from these procedures. I had an amazing dermatologist whom I trust more than myself. She was the one who saved my skin from the repercussions of endless photo shoots. Moreover, I once underwent CO2 laser resurfacing, but I later regretted it. I've decided that I'll only repeat this procedure as an anti-aging treatment. My pores returned after a month, and the pain from the procedure and half-year recovery period that followed is something I still remember. To endure the resurfacing and 2 weeks after, you'd need to be on serious antidepressants, plus the scabs which I accidentally peeled off left the holes in my skin. I'd only recommended it to those with severe post-acne scars. I mean, really deep writers. For others, pills would suffice. I also once tried a cold laser treatment and really liked it. If I were living in Moscow now, I'd get it done every month. Currently, I live in Asia and I'm still trying to figure out where and how to find a good dermatologist. Speaking of daily fashion care, my routine includes foam, Korea Cosmetic Manyo, hydrophilic oil, the same Manyo, toner, the ordinary. I have 2 serums, ordinary and Manyo. I use it in the morning, I use it in the evening. Moisturizer, Manyo 2, and SPF, which I use very infrequently. Occasionally, I buy hydrating masks and I'm not convinced of their effectiveness. I love using clay masks. I use them once a week and do notice a settled effect. My daily skincare include a lot of different acids and I like how they affect my skin. For the last few years before moving, I alternated between using Icon Skin and Artifact products. They are quite affordable Russian cosmetic that work really well. Like with any brand, there are both great and not so great products in their range. Now I'm experimenting with the Korean cosmetics. For half a year I used the Some by Me line for problematic skin, and I like almost everything from it. Certainly, I'm using the Manio brands and the well-known, the ordinary. I think Manio is going to be stable in my routine for a long time. No alternatives, even from premium brands, have worked as well on my face. However, I believe the most crucial factor in fighting in acne is a low carbohydrate diet. In general, I am not a proponent of diets for weight loss and never deliberately try to lose weight, considering my measurements have never been closely to model idea during my entire 10 years career. Because of my long limbs, prominent shoulders and collarbones, I seem quite slim, but the specific measurements crucial in my modeling business have always been around 88, 64, 93 centimeters. Due to this, I wasn't often selected for runway shows at the beginning of my career. I'm now 29, and I started seriously taking care of my figure about 2 years ago. Until the age of 25, despite taking hormones, not exercising, and having a poor diet, I had a natural slim and toned physique. By nature, I'm tall and skinny, but after 25, I began to notice some flabbiness setting in. I was fortunate because my husband, who also creates my workout programs, trained me initially. I only do warm-ups and straight training. My husband believes I don't need cardio, and who am I to argue with him? Like most men, he wants me to work on my glutes. I go to the gym 3 times a week, and I like my figure now even more than when I was 20. So, about my diet. Since moving, I started cooking at home. Before, my husband and I used to order food from some fancy places. But in Thailand and Vietnam, we didn't like the food much. In Bali, it was tasty, but we realized it better to eat at home with the ingredients that suit us best. We eat twice a day. My daily menu is always the same: a tuna steak, a salad made of boiled broccoli, avocado and tomato, dressed with olive oil. I used to have broccoli, but it tastes okay with avocado. By the way, I eat 2-4 garlic cloves daily and feel it improved my health. I don't limit my fruit intake regardless of their carb content. That's about it. On leg workout days, I allow myself a bun or baguette and sweet tea. I aim to drink up to 2 liters of water daily. Regarding my hair, now I only use Tsubaki shampoo and conditioner. When I had a platinum blonde hair, I relied on Olaplex, felt almost addicted. But later switched to regular shampoos and conditioners, Estelle, Olin and Capuz, along with some livid treatments. To be honest, it didn't notice a big difference. Still, when I dine, I always went with the Olaplex. For styling, I use hair wax, regular hairspray, and gel for the wet hair look. I'm thinking of going blondie again soon. I really miss it. If you have ever been platinum blonde, you'd understand. It feels amazing. I probably won't grow my hair long again. At most, I'll have a bob cut. I prefer myself with short hair. Speaking of makeup, I like foundation from Estee Lauder, Misha and Shiseido. For the past decade, my favorite mascara has been L'Oreal's 1 Million Lashes, especially the green one. I can find it in Asia and I really miss it. I enjoy MAC lipsticks, but I often just use an old lip pencil I got in the fly. Overall, I don't believe that the quality of the products is always tied to its price, both for decorative and skincare products. However, this isn't the case with the food. In my day-to-day, I prefer light makeup, using mascara, foundation and blush. For evenings out at a club or restaurant, I might opt for a bold lipstick or a bit more emphasis on my eyes. I enjoy the makeup application process and usually spend around 20 minutes on it. At 28, I started noticing some signs of aging. So, 2 months ago, I purchased facial fitness courses and have been diligently practicing in the mornings. Some people skeptical about its effectiveness, but my husband says he sees a difference. I'm still getting used to it, as I frequently check my progress in the mirror, but I plan to continue. Because of my obsession with natural beauty, I've never had Botox, thread lifts, or any plastic surgeries. I'm terrified of losing my unique appearance and resembling the popular Instagram models. Knowing myself, if I started with enhancements, I'd probably overdo it. But I will likely resort to plastic surgery in the future to maintain my youth. I think my first procedure will be blepharoplasty, eyelid surgery. After having a child, I might consider breast augmentation, and by 45, a full facelift. And then people will say I've changed my tune. Unfortunately, none of the brands I mentioned sponsored me, so you can trust that this is based on my personal experience. Everything I use, I discovered on review websites, thoroughly researching each one. My diet was influenced by the well-known Dr. Bear. If you found this helpful and interesting, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Please share your discoveries and life hacks in the comments that make you look and feel better.